do. The best way to do that, call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. You can text the word bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds, because nobody beats their price. They have payment plans available, a free shuttle service, and they're open 24/7. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. License number 149. Call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for Thursday night football. KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the Spurs franchise record losing streak now stands at 18 after losing to the Lakers last night. But bright side, Victor Wembanyama led the way with 30 points, 13 boards, and 6 blocks. Keldon Johnson had 28 in the loss. They return to action tomorrow for another tilt against the Lakers. And Houston Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud didn't practice today, remains in concussion protocol ahead of Sunday's game against Tennessee.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That goal is history. A walk-off home run.
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
What's up, Dad? Can't stop me now. You know what?
In this building, you can't hear anything because it's like a club. It's like a South Beach club. It's just this thumping techno club music. Thumping techno club music. Thumping techno club music.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pledger right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I am James Pledger. Thanks for riding along with me tonight as we get you ready for Thursday night football presented by Flight by Yingling. Tonight, it is Easton Stick against Aiden O'Connell as the Raiders take on the Chargers. Of course, Thursday night football right here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, as we'll take you all the way up to kickoff at 6 o'clock. Appreciate y'all riding along with me. What do y'all think about last night's Spurs game as they would fall 122-119? They have a massive fourth quarter in which they score 45 fourth quarter. Wemby goes big, 30 points, 13 boards, 6 blocks, as you heard in my Sports Turn Up. Keldon added 28. Are there signs of improvement? Are they getting better? There was no LeBron, but they did have AD last night. And just ask him. He'll tell you he's him. 656 ESPN, 656-3776 if you want to get in on the conversation, or you can comment along in the YouTube live feed at SA Sports Star. Appreciate it by jumping in already along the way. Bro Gamer 123 a little bit earlier in the chat said that he had some tamales. Me too. I had Dahlia's tamales. They were delicious. Unfortunately, yours could have been better. I'm sorry to hear that, but mine were really, really, really good. So at least one of us got good tamales, Bro Gamer. When it comes to the wins and losses with the Spurs, I've kind of put that behind me. I have my frustration moment. I've had it with this moment, the losses, the blowouts. But at this point, I am seeing improvement. And it sucks. It sucks. You don't want to be moral victory guy. But when your team's bad, you have to be. And you have to look for the positives. And right now, last night against the Lakers, that was a positive for the Spurs. Wemby, that's a positive for the Spurs. It's not the Spurs way. It's not what we're used to. Hell, in my lifetime, entire lifetime, that I have been alive and living in and around San Antonio, Canyon Lake, New Braunfels, San Marcos, 30 plus years. I've been in this area since I was 5 years old. Moved up here permanently when I was 13. Never had to deal with this because the times they were bad, it was intentionally bad. So I get frustration. I get that the losing wears on you. Look, as a Texans fan, I went through it the last 3 years before this year. It's brutal. It wears on you because everything looks wrong. And in a way, everything is wrong. But it does, at least while we're blaming Pop for what it looks like on the court. On the court's looking better by the game. I will give him that. The one thing he can't fix is the talent, right? Wemby was a layup. It was hard to miss that one. Brian Wright, the one thing you can argue he's done is acquire a lot of draft picks, right? Other than that, Vassell, okay. Keldon, that was previous regime. After Keldon, Primo, Sohan, Wesley, Malachi, who did look good last night. Some second rounders. Trade away a Derek White, trade away a DeJounte Murray. And we're left with a lot of draft capital, and you didn't get much for DeMar DeRozan when he was traded out the door. LaMarcus Aldridge, didn't trade him, got nothing for him. You've signed a Doug McDermott. You've traded for a Cedi Osman. You traded away a Jakob Poeltl. I'm just wondering at what point, because Wemby is a layup, you on the street could have walked to the podium and made that pick. That one's easy. But outside of that, in terms of roster construction, and maybe it's still under construction, and that's the problem. But is there another player that you're overly excited about right now, other than Victor Wembanyama on this team? Maybe a Devin Vassell? I know a lot of people are running colder on Keldon Johnson because he's not the guy. He's 5 years in, whatever. He's not the guy. All right. Was Keldon supposed to be the guy at pick 29? I mean, he's turned into a pretty good player for where he was picked. Is he going to be a guy that's going to carry you to a title? No. Can he provide a role on a title team? Absolutely. But that's where we're at with the San Antonio Spurs right now. You look at it, there's, Sir Jabari Rice they just got rid of. There's Bassey, who just got injured for the season. There's a lot of youth on this team. There's a lot of projects on this team, and then there's a lot of veterans on contracts that, Doug McDermott, Cedi Osman, and then the lottery ticket that was Zach Collins. He was a high draft pick and perpetually injured throughout the early part of his career up in Portland, coming out of Gonzaga. That worked. You signed him to a low deal. He proved it. He's now gotten a bigger deal, and he is a decent player. But there's not a lot on this team, period. I think we overvalued the talent coming into this season when we looked at 29 and said, that's easy. right? 29.5. That's easy. That's stealing money from Vegas. Poor Rudy bet the mortgage on it. All I'm saying is I think this year, what they do in the offseason, whether it's the draft or free agency or both, I think that's going to be very important in the future of the Spurs and the direction it's headed. And it's not going to be a quick turnaround like we're used to, unfortunately. And it feels like Victor Wembanyama understands that. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, also on YouTube at SA Sports Star. Like, subscribe, comment along on the show, like Frank Valdez has, saying, don't forget about Devontae Graham, too. Yeah, Devontae Graham. You forget he's a part of this team sometimes because they don't play him. We're going to take you all the way up to kickoff of Thursday Night Football between the Raiders and the Chargers, presented by Flight by Yingling, as we come up next, getting you ready for a big football weekend that includes the Texans in a possible predicament without their starting quarterback, and the Cowboys getting ready for a big game up on the road in Buffalo. We'll get to hear from Stephen Jones next, right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Cowboys battle the Buffalo Bills this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. It'll be a cold one in Buffalo, but the boys need this one.
Out of the gun, back to Dak. He's taking another shot in the end zone. Left side of the end zone. Touchdown.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Are lab-grown diamonds ecologically friendly? They were developed in laboratories, but most of the millions of lab-grown diamonds in jewelry stores were manufactured in huge factories in China and India. Tens of thousands of massive furnaces are heated to about 20% of the temperature of the surface of the sun, put under immense pressure, and held there for 2 to 3 weeks to produce the lab-grown diamond. These furnaces use a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity produced in China and India by mostly coal-powered plants. The subsidized coal-powered electricity is used to produce inexpensive, easily identifiable lab-grown diamonds, whose wholesale price has crashed to almost nothing. Some jewelers still try to sell them for thousands of dollars, while others give them away for free with a purchase. America's Diamond only offers traditional, real, natural, earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
The holiday season is right around the corner, so give the gift that's hard to wrap but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Stihl Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $20 on the BGA 57 battery-powered blower. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to stihlusa.com/gift guide. Real Stihl. Find yours. Now $179.99 was $199.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
You've heard the buzz about IT and AI, right? Why not prepare for a career in these fields and take advantage of the high demand? You could enjoy a more rewarding and recession-resistant lifestyle. Train in just a few short months at My Computer Career. No experience necessary. Already in IT? Skill up for positions employers need to fill. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This year, Staples wants everyone to have a happy Holla deal. That's right, Holla Deal. Staples Holla Deals are amazing savings on hot holiday tech. Great prices on laptops, game systems, earbuds, and more. And now at Staples, you can save up to $350 on select PCs. During Staples Holla Deals, it's not about the fa-la-la. It's about saving moo-la-la. Save up to $350 on select PCs today at Staples. Ends 12/23. In store only. See associate for details.
Hey, sports fans, if you're not calling John Anthony, you're simply missing out. To prove it, I'm releasing your Thursday Night Report absolutely free on recorded message line. Call 1-800-244-5506. I love tonight's matchup. Los Angeles, Las Vegas is monster, side and total. Los Angeles and Las Vegas, both potent offensive weapons, potentially creating an exciting matchup for fans on both sides. Los Angeles, Las Vegas, plus hoops action. That's 5 big plays. John Anthony has you covered. Recorded message, 1-800-244-5506. Information wins. John Anthony Sports, #1 against the spread. 1-800-244-5506. You want information? I've got it. I love to go 5-0 the season free. Los Angeles, Las Vegas, plus hoops action. Recorded message, call 1-800-244-5506 or go to johnanthonysports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at San Antonio's Card House, the premier card house in San Antonio at 281 and Bitters. It's Christmas time, so what better way to celebrate than giving away $125K? That's what they do every month. Going on from now all the way through December 31st, 17 hot seats drawn per day, every hour on the hour from 9 a.m. all the way through 1 a.m. From 1 a.m. to 9 a.m., you got your Royal Flush for $300, straight flush for $150, quads for $75. Also 1 a.m. to 9 a.m., you got your bomb pots, 5-card Royal or straight flush, $50 time. And of course, you know you got the multipliers. But you know the motto, you got to play to get the pay with the multipliers. From 100 to 149 hours is 2 times, and anything over 150 hours is 3 times. So get in the SA Card House. That's SA Card House 125K giveaway from now all the way through December 31st. SA Card House at 281 and Bitter.
It's Thursday Night Football tonight on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Chargers and Raiders, an AFC West battle tonight at 6:30 p.m. from Vegas. Presented by Fly by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. That's right. We're taking you all the way up to the pregame for tonight's Thursday night football game between the Raiders and the Chargers. Easton Stick versus Aiden O'Connell. Presented by Flight by Yingling right here on San Antonio Sports Star. And we've got things to give away, as always. So if you'd like to go on January 6th and have no plans, I've got a full day plan for you. You can go watch the All-American Bowl and the San Antonio Sports All-Star Game presented by Valero at the Alamo Dome all day. 2 games, 1 ticket, 4 tickets to both of those games, plus 4 free Whataburger coupons. All you got to do right now is be caller number 6 right now at 210-656-ESPN, 210-656-3776. Earlier today, Joe Reinigle got a chance to talk with Dallas Cowboys COO and Executive Vice President Stephen Jones about a multitude of topics, including their upcoming game against the Buffalo Bills up in Buffalo.
Jones of the Dallas Cowboys, and it's courtesy of the Buyers Barricade guest line. And Stephen, happy Thursday to you. Everything going okay?
Everything's going well here, guys. We're just getting ready for a big game up in Buffalo.
Boy, I tell you what, things have got to be going well. The Dallas Cowboys are playing some good football right now. You got to be very pleased with the way things are going on the field.
Absolutely. I mean, the guys are really coming together. I think we're getting better every week. I mean, it all started after the bye, and, I think we played really good ball. And, we obviously lost the game to Philly. I think that certainly, was a hard-fought game, and thought we played well in that game. But, overall, I think we're it seems like we get better every week in all 3 phases, and would expect that to continue. Obviously, we got some football left in the season, and we need to continue to improve, and want to be, at a peak when we head toward the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Stephen. Your quarterback, Dak Prescott, has been playing some great football. Maybe a lot of people say maybe the best of his career. What do you think when people start chanting MVP and he's in that conversation, and even some folks say he's leading the way right now?
Well, I think he deserves everything he's got coming his way, and he'd be the last to say that. The only thing he's worried about is winning a championship for this football team. He's very unselfish. He's all about his teammates. I think he's rare in that area of leadership, and now certainly he's playing at a level that matches his leadership skills, and that makes for winning football when your quarterback's playing at that level, and you have someone the stature of Dak Prescott leading the way. He carries a lot of people with him. Certainly, we have a lot of other great players on this team playing at a high level, whether it's a CeeDee Lamb, the offensive line as a whole, Jake Ferguson, all those on offense. And then certainly Dan's got them queued up there on the defensive side, guys doing special things like Deron Bland, certainly one of the best players in the league, and Micah. The list goes on. And then you go over to special teams, and here comes an unknown kicker who used to be not too far in his past, was a great soccer player, and as a rookie, sending some of his equipment to the Hall of Fame for some of his accomplishments. So then everybody's doing things the right way, and we got to continue to trend in that direction if we want to get done what our goals are.
Yeah, no question about it. Stephen Jones joining us of the Dallas Cowboys here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. And Stephen, going to Buffalo, it's a place that the Cowboys haven't been in a while, but obviously a very difficult place to go in and come out with a W.
Oh, well, that's one of those old special venues. Now they got a new one that's going to be coming up here soon, and I know their fans will look forward to that. But that's just an amazing place. It's a very difficult place to play. That Bills Mafia up there is tough sledding when they get rolling, and they just got a really good football team. Certainly their quarterback's in the MVP race as well. He's unique and special. His size, his grit. They compete year in and year out with him at the helm. In the AFC over there as a Super Bowl contender. So we'll have our hands full. They've had some tough losses this season, which makes every game important for them down the home stretch, really important as well as they make their run for the playoffs. So I know we'll get their best, and we'll need to be prepared.
That was Stephen Jones earlier today on The Blitz with Joe Reinagle. You can catch that full interview at the Audio Vault at sasportstar.com. Coming up next, we have Thursday Night Football as the Chargers get set to take on the Raiders. Easton Stick versus Aiden O'Connell, brought to you in part by Flight by Yingling. That's going to do it for me here on Extra Innings with Pleasure. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as I get us rolling into the weekend. But until then, have a good night, everybody.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now.